Welcome, wrestling fans. We are back once again with more Championship Wrestling from Florida here in the Sunshine State. And tonight we're going to see the Florida Heavyweight Champion, the Total Package Lex Luger, in a non-title match, and plenty more of the greatest of Championship Wrestling from Florida. Fans, welcome once again. Championship Wrestling from Florida. We're coming to you live from the downtown Tampa area here in our television studios, and tonight we've got some great action. We're going to kick things off with a title match. It will be for the Bahamas Heavyweight Championship as we see the challenger making his way down the ring. Shadow number 1 getting an opportunity to take that Bahamas title away from Tyree Pride here tonight. You know, it's the first time we've seen Tyree Pride defend that title here on Championship Wrestling from Florida. We're going to get a look at this young man. They call him the Haitian Sensation, and he lives up to that every opportunity he gets out there. Fans, if you've not seen this guy before, you're going to really be in for a treat here tonight. No doubt about that. Tyree Pride is an exciting young man to see in the ring, and he can get around quite a bit. He's not the biggest guy in the fight many times, but he makes up for what he lacks in size with sheer talent and athletic ability. Well, he's Shadow number 1. You know, he's a pretty big guy in his own right. He's been making his way throughout the circuits. Getting a lot of experience in going up against some very, very talented wrestlers in different organizations, and now he's making a stop right here in Central Florida, where Tyree Pride was willing to put that title on the line in this match here tonight. Well, Tyree Pride, he's a fighting champion. He'll put that title on the line any given opportunity. He doesn't mind. And here he is, the Haitian Sensation, Tyree Pride. Get a look at that Bahamas Heavyweight Championship title around his waist. Very proud of that title. He wants to hang on to it. He's not willing to lose it anytime soon. I can tell you that right now. Well, he understands you've got to be ready for any opportunity and any challenge as it presents itself, and that's exactly what he's got right here in front of him in this Shadow number 1. I have no doubt that he'll be capable of rising to the challenge, but it's still a question of who the first man is to get that 3 count. Total Package Lex Luger will be going up against Ron Bass tonight in our main event. That will be a non-title match, but still the opportunity for Ron Bass to get in the ring with the champion and basically stake his claim. We're going to see Barry Windham and Kendall Windham, the brothers, teaming up later on tonight. And a whole host of other great talent right here on Championship Wrestling from Florida. So we get a look at the CWF Bahamas Heavyweight Championship. There is the challenger, Shadow number 1. Well, you know what? This crowd is hyped up because it's not every week here on television that you get to see a title actually on the line to be defended. And here, it's the Bahamas Championship, and it is to be defended.
Well, speaking of titles and title defenses, we've got some big shows coming up in the near future. We're going to be seeing a big main event card at the Eddie Graham in just 2 weeks' time. And right on the heels of that, we have got Battle of the Belts returning here to Championship Wrestling from Florida. We'll be at the Lakeland Civic Center for that one. The Nature Boy Ric Flair will be bringing the NWA World Championship with him, and he will be defending against top talent here from Championship Wrestling. We are not sure who that's going to be yet, but we expect the Nature Boy to be joining us in the near future and probably clarify that. All right, bell sounds, action's underway, and these two men meet in the middle of the room, and it is Shadow number 1 with the takeover on the champion, Tyree Pride. Here's Shadow number 1 using the strength advantage. What you see right there, Tyree Pride easily out the back door. Nice drop kick right there by Tyree Pride. Well, Tyree now has got the man down, and he's going to try and keep him down as much as he possibly can because that size differential doesn't really do much good for the Shadow if he's down on the canvas, and that's what Tyree Pride is very good at. He's a very smart young man. He knows the game of wrestling, and he knows how to play to his strengths.
Well, he's also very good at offsetting some of his weaknesses. There you see it again, coming off that top rope with a big forearm clubbing down across the back of the head of Shadow number 1.
Once again, Tyree Pride shoots him into the turnbuckle, and now Pride is there with another devastating forearm. You see right there. Shadow's in trouble. Going for that suplex, and he caught him with it. Nicely done by Tyree Pride. This is why he is the Bahamas champion.
Tyree Pride really doing well in this match. There was just one moment where it looked like things weren't going his way, but that's over. Belly to belly overhead. Nicely done right there by Tyree Pride.
Oh, he's got the bridge. This could be it right here. Oh, Shadow able to survive that one. It was starting to look pretty good for Tyree Pride, I'll tell you. Oh, the referee just got in the way, and now both of them are down. Tyree Pride just took out the referee. It was inadvertent.
Well, you got to be real careful right now because we're in a situation where, depending on what the referee's opinion is, perhaps he feels that it wasn't inadvertent, even though I believe it was.
Tyree Pride now shoots him out to the middle of the ring, going for that sunset flip, and he's got him down. Referee is in position 1, and that's all he's going to get.
I thought he might have him on that one, to be honest with you. I really thought that was it.
I'll tell you, the Bahamas champion, Tyree Pride, really having his way with the Shadow thus far. Once again, stuns him. Now it's the Shadow sending Tyree into the ropes, but Tyree is ready. And now once again goes to the reversal. Leapfrog takes him over. Here's a drop kick right on the money. Floats over, goes for the cover. He's on top. He's got 1. He's got 2. Well, it looked to me like Tyree Pride gave it up, and I think he had him.
Well, it didn't appear that way. I'm not sure if that's what happened, or I didn't see the Shadow actually kick out or anything, and if that is the case, then Tyree might have been making a mistake.
Turns him inside out. There's that neck breaker. That's a devastating maneuver. Up to the top rope he goes. He wants him up. Oh, instead he delivers the elbow drop off the top. Gets 1, 2, and out the back door. Now Tyree Pride playing it up to the crowd here.
You know, at this point, you got to think Tyree Pride's got to be getting pretty close to saying, all right, I got to finish this guy off. I got to put him away. We're getting late in this match, and I don't want to end up making a mistake, because right there you see what happens. Shadow taking advantage of one opportunity. Now you never know what can come from that.
Oh, wow, brother, what a move right there. Just dropped him down. The neck smashing into the knee. That's an unforgiving hold right there. And suddenly Shadow number 1 is in control. Apparently the referee doesn't know what a hard camera is. Got him in that head scissor once again. Tyree Pride works his way out. Big DDT right there. And now Tyree Pride waiting on him to get up. What's he got in mind here? Well, we're about to find out. There it is, sunset flip. Out the back door. He's got on. His shoulders are down. Referee in position. And 3.
Oh, tremendous, tremendous win right there for the Bahamas champion, Tyree Pride. We're going to get a look at some of the replay from this one. Well, maybe not.
Well, apparently you're right. We're not. And Tyree Pride, Shadow number 1. Are we going to see? Yeah, there you go. Some sportsmanship. That's always pleasant. Your winner, the Bahamas champion, Tyree Pride. We'll be back with plenty more action right after this. Stay with us. Fans, we are back. Joining me right now here is a man we haven't seen in quite a while now, is Mr. Kevin Sullivan back here in Championship Wrestling. And Mr. Sullivan, you've been gone for quite a while. What is happening?
What is happening right now, Mr. Soli, is very simple. I've been gone, and many people know that it was the summer of Sullivan. I was over in Atlanta, and I was running things over there and taking names and doing what I had to do. But then the voices started talking to me. I couldn't get them out of my head. But the one thing I knew, that if I was going to get the voices out, I had to go to the one place, to the one person that could do it. So I sought an audience with the great Humperdinck. And as I made my way to the great temple, as I climbed the mountains, fought through the wilderness, took on the beast that would guard the temple, as I climbed the 13th step of the 13th pyramid, I had my audience with the great Humperdinck. Our minds were joined as one. We don't use the words of the Western civilization. And as our minds were joined, the voices were silenced, and all was clear. Humperdinck made it clear that what I needed to do was to return to the Sunshine State. And it would be here that I would create my temple, the Temple of Five, and that I will take over the state of Florida.
The Temple of Five. What exactly is the Temple of Five, if I may ask, sir?
The Temple of Five, sir, is none of your business. It represents 5 souls that will compete as one with a common goal, a common destination.
You already have these 5 men on board, or?
I will recruit the 5 men who will make up the Temple of Five that I will lead. And I'll tell you right now, the first member who is going to join the Temple of Five is you, Mike Graham.
Mike Graham. You think Mike Graham is going to join you?
It has been told, and so said, so shall be done. The great Humperdinck has said so. Mike Graham, you will be a member of the Temple of Five.
All right, wrestling fans, that is Kevin Sullivan. His prediction, I don't know if I agree with it. We're going to come right back, and we're going to go up to the ring. We've got some action featuring the Fabulous Ones and the tag team champions, the Sheepherders. What do you make of that? The Temple of Five?
You know, I don't know. Kevin Sullivan's been gone for a little while, but maybe he hit his head over something when he was over in Atlanta. If he thinks Mike Graham is going to join him in anything, good luck to you is all I can say. I don't see it happening.
All right, well, I'll tell you what we can look at right here. The Florida Tag Team Champions, the New Zealand Sheepherders. One of the top teams right out here trying to take those titles from our other Fabulous Ones, Stan Lane, Steve Kern. We're going to be seeing them in singles action here tonight.
Well, we talked about the big card at Eddie Graham. Well, Eddie Graham Stadium, I can tell you right now, those titles will be on the line, and the Fabulous Ones will be challenging for them.
These men are a little bit unhinged, a little bit deranged. On a good day. All right, here come the Fabulous Ones. Stan Lane and Steve Kern, and the fans go crazy every time these guys come out.
Well, definitely one of the top tag teams anywhere in the world right now. We're going to see Steve Kern in individual action here tonight, but you really, really want to see these guys when they're as a team, because there is no team out there any better than these two.
Stan Lane has been part of many successful tag teams, so there's no surprise there. Most recently, a member of the Midnight Express before returning here to Florida Championship. The hell was that? Sheepherder going to work on Steve Kern. Fans, I don't know what we just saw. Kern going to work right now on Butch and drives him face first into the canvas. Well, you got to figure these guys want very much. They'll take the one-on-one match. That's fine. If they can get a win here, that's just going to give them some offensive momentum heading into the Eddie Graham.
I'm still getting over Kevin Sullivan trying to tell me he's going to recruit Mike Graham to be a member of his Temple of Five. I really want to hear what Mike Graham has to say about that.
All right, now look at this. Butch out there distracting Steve Kern. I'd like to think he was ready for that and that he wouldn't be distracted, because right there you see the advantage that just gave Sheepherder Luke. Bringing him now over to the ropes. What's he going to do here? Takes him all the way over the top of and out to the floor. He really hit hard on that concrete floor. Now the Sheepherder ramming his head into that turnbuckle just to show he can, I suppose. Dave Kern going to work back and forth. Nice move right there. Double clap of the ears. Throws him back into the ring. Kern is in as well. That's where he needs to be. You don't win a match outside.
Oh, Kern, he's got it locked up in the butterfly. Oh, dropped him right down on his head. I thought he was going to go for a suplex.
Kern waiting on him to get back to his feet. He does. And now what's going to happen here? There's the Gator Spike. He puts his head into the mat. Referee down. Oh, he got two and barely managed to get his shoulder up.
Well, you see his cousin outside the ring taking a look on. Sheepherders in trouble.
Turnbuckle he goes. Let's see what Kern's got in mind here. Sends him out to the middle of the rope. Goes up to the middle turnbuckle. I think he's going to part his... Oh, wow. Busted him wide open. The blood is flowing down the face of the sheepherder. And his face is quickly becoming a crimson mass.
Nice move right there by Kern. He knows he's got him disoriented. He's got to take advantage of that.
Oh, wait a minute. Now there's a steel chair in the ring. I'm not sure that's part of the game plan or not. Referee hasn't noticed it. And if he has, he's not doing anything about it. Kern's got him. Dropped him on the chair.
Well, the chair it just got put in there by the sheepherder, and now it turns against him.
Wow, that time it was used by the right person. The referee's got to get this thing under control and get that chair out of there. But wow, look at the face. Sheepherder Luke, he is in a lot of trouble. The blood really just pouring down. Kern catches him this time with that nice hip toss. The referee might want to step in. They're finally getting rid of the chair. Take another look at it right there. Just dropped him. Referee's going to have to see it. All right, here goes the cover. He thinks he's got him. And he does. Steve Kern gets the big victory.
Oh, gee, that is a very, very big victory for the Fabulous Ones, even though it's a one-on-one match. Steve Kern did what he has to do.
Oh, take a look back at some of the stuff right here. Here was that gator spike, if you would. One half of the Fabulous Ones victorious here tonight. Will they be victorious at the Eddie Graham Sports Arena? We're going to find out. If they are, they'll be the new Florida Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. right, we're going to get a look right now at some of Sir Oliver Humperdinck's army. He has amassed quite the collection, the arsenal of individuals that are here to basically do his bidding for him.
Well, you know what, Sir Oliver Humperdinck, he's one of those kind of guys who does all the talking and then he hides behind the men and lets them do all the fighting. Where I come from, we have a name for guys like that, but I can't say it on television, so...
This makes me think that perhaps something's gone on backstage between Kevin Sullivan and Sir Oliver Humperdinck. Did you see the graphic that just flashed up on the screen?
I did. It showed that they were part of the Temple of Five. Now, you're right. It makes you wonder. You talked about Mike Graham, but maybe he's already been recruiting.
Well, you know, that's the thing about Kevin Sullivan. You never know. Kevin Sullivan is deranged. He's very unpredictable. He's just dangerous in general. And speaking of dangerous in general, take a look at these two guys coming into the ring. We've got the Ninja, young man from the Orient, some extraordinary martial arts training. And of course, the legendary Kendo Nagasaki, not a bad guy to be learning from as well. One thing we know about the Ninja, he's very athletic, extremely fast. Unfortunately, under the learning tree of Kendo Nagasaki and Sir Oliver Humperdinck, and who knows, maybe even, can you imagine if Kevin Sullivan gets a hold of a guy like that?
Yeah, I'd be very curious as well to know a little bit more about those graphics, because as far as we know, he was going to go after Mike Graham first, and now all of a sudden it looks like these two guys might be... I don't know. We'll have to find out, won't we?
All right, well, here comes the opposition. We're getting a look at the gentleman from Sweetwater, Texas, the one and only Barry Windham. One of the absolute best here in the state of Florida. And we understand that it's between he and Lex Luger that are top considerations for the Battle of the Belts and the opportunity at the NWA World Champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair, which poses an interesting scenario because Lex Luger is a member of the Four Horsemen as part of the Crockett organization. He's also wrestling here in Florida, but he is under contract to Crockett as well. And here comes Barry's tag team partner, his young brother, Kendall Windham.
Well, Kendall Windham, very exciting young man. Fans here in Florida seem to really take to him very well. Both of these young men are the sons of Blackjack Mulligan, who's world renowned. Everybody knows who Blackjack Mulligan is.
Blackjack Mulligan, of course, one half of the legendary tag team called the Blackjacks, along with Blackjack Lanza. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the bell goes. We've got action underway here on Championship Wrestling from Florida. We remind you that next week we are going to be looking at some tremendous action coming to you from the Eddie Graham Sports Stadium. Shortly after that, we'll be at the Lakeland Civic Center, and that will be the Battle of the Belts. You won't want to miss that one. Barry Windham snapping the neck of the Ninja.
Windham doing a real good number on this young guy right here. He's a rookie here in the Florida area especially. He's had some training in the Orient. We're not sure exactly how many matches he's got under his belt, but I'm not sure he's ready for a guy like Barry Windham. I think he and Kendall Windham are probably a pretty even match right here.
Well, that's the part that makes this match very intriguing to me, because you've got Kendo Nagasaki, who is a seasoned veteran. You've got Barry Windham, who, while maybe not quite as seasoned, he has definitely been around the rings and in between the ropes, so to speak, against some of the best. As you see right here, that knowledge paying off. Kendo Nagasaki fighting his way out of that hold by Wyndham. And wow, what a move right there. And Kendo Nagasaki, I thought he might be putting him away.
He drove Barry Windham head and neck first into the canvas like a lawn dart. Now look at this springboard elbow.
Well, Kendo may be the senior member of his team, but he's not so senior that he can't still get it done in the ring. And another implant. Barry Windham needs desperately to make the tag, and he dives, and there's the tag made to brother Kendall Windham. And Barry, that is going to have to regroup a little bit as Kendall comes in and hits the Ninja real quick with some flying forearms, taking him down. Drives the point of the elbow right to the face of the Ninja.
Well, you see Sir Oliver Humperdinck outside the ring. He's trying to bark instructions over to this Ninja, but either he's not hearing them or he's not obeying them or he just simply can't handle. But Kendall Windham right now, look at this.
Oh, there's the Bulldog by Kendall Windham. Going to go for the cover, and this should be over. Save is made by Kendo Nagasaki. Otherwise, this match, I believe, was finished.
Well, Nagasaki right now going after Barry Windham, but Barry Windham now has got Nagasaki in trouble. Tying him up into the turnbuckle and now throws him down into the middle of the ring.
Kendo Nagasaki in the ring. Referee might want to do something about clearing this out. He goes after Barry Windham again on the apron. He's got Barry Windham. What's he doing? Drops him on the apron. That is unbelievable. Barry Windham's in all kinds of trouble. And Kendall Windham's got his feet on the top rope.
Well, you don't normally see Kendall Windham taking shortcuts like that, but I think he's realized that with Oliver Humperdinck and all the outside interference going on, you got to do what you've got to do to win.
Nice sit-out slam right there by the Ninja. His first real offense of the entire match. Up until now, I was starting to wonder if he was going to have an opportunity to do anything.
Oh, nice move right there by that Ninja. Just drove that knee right into the head. Clothesline, down goes Kendall Windham, and another clothesline. And now this time he caught him. Back heel sweep, perfectly executed.
Well, we're seeing those martial arts skills come into play right here. Oh, my goodness, he caught him. The Ninja just caught him. You've got to be kidding me.
What a tremendous move right there by the Ninja from the top rope. But Barry Windham is right there, and he took out the referee.
Well, there's one way to guarantee that your brother doesn't get counted down, and that is if you stop the referee from counting at all. We're seeing some unusual behavior from the brother tandem of Windham and Windham here. The Ninja crawling over, but Kendall Windham looks like he's going to get up before the Ninja, if only by a moment. Now Kendall Windham with a Bulldog. Drove him head first into the canvas, makes the tag, and once again, Barry Windham in the ring. He hooks the leg, gets two.
Well, let's give credit right there to the Ninja, because that Bulldog was pretty devastating, and the average person would not be getting up from that one, we know.
Double axe hammer right to the head. And now Barry Windham hammering down, and again we see life's precious fuel flowing down the forehead, and Windham's got the claw hold on him. This is going to be bad for the Ninja as Windham grabbing and squeezing down on the forehead, on the temples.
Somehow the Ninja managed to survive that one, but he's in all kinds of trouble after having a really good moment or two out there.
Now Windham's got him. Held him in place, did nothing, and now the Ninja fighting his way out. knee lift caught him coming in. There's the fireman's carry. Kendo Nagasaki now getting the attention of the referee, who manages to contain him in the corner. Gut wrench suplex by Barry Windham, and there's the tag. Kendo Nagasaki with some dramatic single leg drop kicks, but Barry Windham able to thwart the third attempt.
Kendo Nagasaki, I'll tell you right now, he is a tremendously talented wrestler. He's not in the greatest shape I've ever seen one in, but don't judge a book by looking at the cover any more than you would a guy like, let's say, Dusty Rhodes. This Nagasaki, he can do a lot of damage.
Kennedy often does, but right now you see Barry Windham dishing out the punishment. Sir Oliver Humperdinck looking on. The Ninja still on the floor, has not managed to gain his position back on the apron. But Kendo Nagasaki, at least for the moment, is in control. Oh, wow. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that for sure. He went right to that mist that he likes to use, and now just drove Barry Windham down. Shoulders are on the canvas.
Oh, they got him. He got him.
Wow, that is a tremendous win right there for Sir Oliver Humperdinck's men. Big win right here on television this week as we take a look back at just some of this tremendous action. There's that flying flip in the air, caught it flush. I thought right here it might have been over. Barry Windham had that brain claw really well cinched in.
Well, he did have it cinched in, but at the end of the day, it would be a claw hold, only it would be that of Kendo Nagasaki, as you see the blood-soaked face of the Ninja gets his hand raised in victory, however. As we still have plenty more action coming your way, including the Florida State Heavyweight Champion, the Total Package, Lex Luger. Don't go away. We are back once again. We're going to be seeing Mike Graham going up against the man known as El Lucha.
Well, am I losing it, or did I just see that Kevin Sullivan? Kevin Sullivan may be coming down and escorting this guy to the ring all of a sudden. I'm not sure. I don't recall ever seeing that Kevin Sullivan was managing El Lucha, unless maybe he's recruiting him into the Temple of Five. I think he's got a much better chance of getting El Lucha into the Temple of Five than he does Mike Graham, I'll tell you that.
I still have a very hard time. There he is. The demonic Kevin Sullivan is down at ringside. I'm not sure why he needs to be here for this match. If I'm Mike Graham, I've got to keep my eyes open, because you never know with this Kevin Sullivan exactly what it is he's going to try and do.
Well, I think Mike Graham knows exactly what he'll try and do, and that's why he's going to have to keep his eyes open. That's why he's going to keep Kevin Sullivan someplace safely in front of him that he can keep an eye on him. But then it's just one more thing he has to worry about now, as if El Lucha wasn't enough.
El Lucha still looking for his first win here in the CWF, and I don't know how good his odds are going to be against Mike Graham, but I've got to believe if Kevin Sullivan is in his corner, that's going to probably help things at least a little bit. Nice move right there by El Lucha. Took Mike Graham down with an arm ring, and now Graham coming back with some of his own. Tremendous hip toss, and now, just drove that knee into the head of Mike Graham.
I'll tell you right now, you see Kevin Sullivan on the outside of the ring, kind of liking what he's seeing so far. But here comes Mike Graham fighting it back, and he's really giving it to El Lucha. Lucha's in trouble.
Caught up with a nice textbook belly-to-belly suplex, and now Mike Graham on the receiving end. And again, you just have to wonder if the presence of Kevin Sullivan has anything to do with the distraction. It looks like a nice move right there. Flying head scissor by Mike Graham.
Well, he's got him right there. Atomic knee drop is perfect. He really hit that one perfect.
Mike Graham moving up now. He's on the second rung. The turnbuckle. What's he got on mind? Comes off. Caught him with that double sledgehammer right to the top of the head, and the side effects, the after effects, if you will. Mike Graham now in the meantime. What's he going to do? Goes to that middle rope one more time. Drives that fist right down into the forehead, and Sullivan doesn't seem too happy with that. And now Kevin Sullivan trying to get in the head of Mike Graham.
You know, this whole thing about the Abudadeen and having their minds joined together is one. I know he believes that, but I just wonder if there's anything left of his mind that belongs to Kevin Sullivan at this point.
Nice suplex right there by Mike Graham, who now tells El Lucha to get up. He wants him on his feet.
El Lucha trying to get to his feet. He's having a lot of trouble with that. Mike Graham now went for a waist lock from behind. And now El Lucha once again making another mistake. There's the Irish whip. Dropped down by Mike Graham. Comes up. Drop kick right on the money. Perfectly executed.
Mike Graham is in control of this one. He goes to the top rope. Hard to say what just happened with that one.
I don't think he caught. I think he caught partially, but it looked like he took more of the injury or the damage on that one. But Mike Graham able to kick out by one.
Well, Graham fighting his way back, and now Irish whip once again. He's got him in with a big bulldog.
Oh, Kevin Sullivan again is up on the apron once again, trying to distract Mike Graham. I don't know what he's saying to him right there. It makes you wonder if he isn't maybe telling him that, join up with me, get into this Temple of Five nonsense.
Oh, what a move right there by Graham. There's one. There's two. What? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute.
Graham hooks the leg. Kevin Sullivan just floated in the air for a half second, so maybe Abudadeen really did have something.
And now Sullivan has been ejected. Mike Graham with that figure four leg lock, and this one's over, I'm sure.
El Lucha's in trouble. He's in all kinds of trouble.
He's struggling. He's trying to stay alive. Graham's got it on him. Mike Graham. Oh, it might have snapped right there. You saw that moment where he really just started wrapping the mat. You hope there's no long-term damage to that knee, but it looked like something may have popped.
He fought for a long time to try and survive the figure four, but he was nowhere near the ropes. He should have really tapped out much sooner, I think, because you're right. He could have had some long-term injuries after something like that.
That's where the match was over, but Sullivan grabbed the referee and dragged him out. Here, see it right here.
Well, right after that, Kevin Sullivan would be ejected so that he couldn't get involved any further in the match.
And finally, there it was, the figure four leg lock, and Mike Graham really cinching it up pretty well. I don't really know about Kevin Sullivan, if he really believes he's going to get Mike Graham to join this Temple of Five, and we also don't know exactly what it means. Whether or not the Black Ninja and Kendo Nagasaki, are they part?
Well, you know what? With Kevin Sullivan, you just don't know. That's the whole thing. With Kevin Sullivan, you just don't know.
All right, fans, we're going to be getting back to some more action. We've got the Florida Heavyweight Champion when we come back. All right, fans, we are back once again. This is our main event entering the ring area right now. He is one of the baddest men that we have here in the great state of Florida, coming from the big state of Texas. Outlaw, Cowboy, Ron Bass.
There's Ron Bass. I mean, he is just one of those Texas tough kind of guys, much along the same lines as a Stan the Lariat Hansen, a Blackjack Mulligan. He's built very thick. He's got very heavy punches. He's a no-nonsense kind of guy. He doesn't really care too much about the rules. They're there as an option for him. Let's put it that way, much like many people use a stop sign or a directional signal.
Well, definitely when it comes to Ron Bass, the rule book is basically there as a suggestive purpose. He doesn't necessarily plan to follow it. And here comes his opposition. This is a non-title match. Florida heavyweight champion making his way down the ring. The total package, Lex Luger.
The total package, Lex Luger. And as you said earlier, he is a member of the Four Horsemen. He is also signed to Jim Crockett Promotions. He's currently the NWA's United States champion as well. He's had a very, very successful several weeks now in professional wrestling in general.
Well, he definitely has, and this is going to be, while it's a non-title match, it's going to be a huge match. They still have not decided who Luger will be facing at the Battle of the Belts. And I can tell you right now, if Ron Bass finds a way to beat him here tonight, that's got to make a lot of things stand out to the committee that makes these decisions. Couple of nice moves right here by Bass, and Sir Oliver Humperdinck likes what he's seeing.
Oliver Humperdinck, he's got his hand in about every pie he can possibly get a hold of. Saw him earlier with that Asian tandem. Now he's got Outlaw Ron Bass, Cowboy Ron Bass, call him what you will. He's one big, tough, ornery individual, and he is doing a number on the Florida heavyweight champion right now, and I'm kind of surprised.
Well, Luger right now is still considered a bit of a rookie, and Ron Bass considerably more experienced, and I am a firm believer that there is no substitute for experience.
Well, I can tell you that is absolutely true, especially inside of a wrestling ring, but Lex Luger is also a star athlete, and he's a very quick learner, and he's learned from some of the best.
Oh, there's the boot, and it finds the mark. And now the big cowboy hammering down on the Florida champion. Lex Luger better figure this man out and do it quickly, because right now Ron Bass looking to put a rather large feather in his cap.
Big back elbow finds the mark, and that just slowed Ron Bass down, and now Luger turning the tide just a little bit in this one as he does a number on Ron Bass.
Over the top rope, onto the apron he goes, and now Luger, what's he gonna do? Brings him back in the hard way, suplex right to the middle of the ring. Fans, we thank you for watching and supporting us here on the Nation Network. This is Championship Wrestling from Florida. We remind you, you can follow all things at RFWF by following us on Twitter at Invasion Nation.
That's right, and you could also join us on the PlayStation Network. If you go to the Communities tab, all you have to do is search for the Humanoid Nation. It is the #1 community for old school wrestling.
Ron Bass doing a job right now on the champ. I don't recall seeing Luger this one-sided in a long time, and Ron Bass really hammering down on the head and the face of the champion.
Well, right about now, I think Lex Luger's got to be happy that it is a non-title match, because things are really not going his way.
Oh, what a backbreaker that was. Luger brought him down and now follows up with that sledgehammer. Tremendous forearm.
Oh, look at this. That fat slob Humperdinck is up there distracting the referee.
Oh, Luger's got it. Wait a minute. He's caught the top rope.
Well, the referee should be breaking this hold, and maybe that's what's happening here. Cowboy Ron Bass trying to find something to do with Luger, but he took a little too much time, I think, and Luger fights his way back out. Boy, he had him up in that torture rack, and you don't see too many people survive that, but if he weren't so close to the ropes, if he had him in the middle of the ring, I think this match would have been over right now.
I have no doubt in my mind, and Luger right now working on the trapezius area. Nice move right there by Luger. Now it is Bass that's down, but Oliver Humperdinck just introducing a chair to this match referee. Second time tonight that he has looked the other way. Luger! Gorilla press slam.
Oh boy, what a slam right there by Luger, and suddenly Bass is in trouble.
Fireman carry by Ron Bass, and now the big cowboy. He's got that steel chair. Referee busy with Humperdinck. Didn't see it.
You're right, the referee never saw him, but he struck Luger with that steel chair, and that's giving him a big advantage in this one.
Referee has got that chair out, and now what's going to happen here? Bass is waiting for Luger. He's got a claw. Ron Bass with that claw. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't know what just happened. I think maybe Luger was too close to the ropes. Oh, he's got his feet up on the top.
Referee never saw it, but Luger still able to kick out, but things really going in the way of Cowboy Ron Bass at this point.
He's got him upside down in that turnbuckle now. Luger in a very compromised position.
He gets two. And now let's see what's going to happen here. Ron Bass hammering down on the side of the head and goes to the eyes of the Florida champion, but Luger fighting his way out, but I don't think he could even see after that. He walked right into that arm drag. Now a back body drop by Ron Bass. What a great match we have here for our main event this week.
Indeed, this is what we have. Championship Wrestling from Florida. We bring you only the best talent anywhere you'll find in the world of wrestling.
We've got some big moves coming. Next week, we're going to have the debut of one of the biggest guys I've ever seen inside the wrestling ring. This guy is going to be a force to be reckoned with. And next week, we will get a look at him for the first time right here in Championship Wrestling from Florida. You won't want to miss it. Ron Bass goes for the cover, gets two, and Luger just barely gets a shoulder off the mat.
Well, Lex Luger is in a lot of trouble right now. He's got to come up with some sort of an answer, because Ron Bass, there, got him up by the... Oh, look what he just did.
Lex Luger just drove the head of Ron Bass into the mat, and he is now flexing for the fans here at ringside, but I believe that's a mistake. Luger should be getting to work on Ron Bass.
Well, it looked like he's going for a belly-to-belly, but again, the experience of Ron Bass maybe saving him from a loss already in that one.
Ron Bass putting the boots to Luger, and now the Florida champion is going to have to come up with another idea. He's in trouble here. He's up on that top rope, and again, the big cowboy's choking him out. Foot across the throat. Rolls him over, going for the cover, gets one, he gets two. Oh, he almost had it.
So close right here, I'll tell you right now. Bass went from behind, but Luger just reversed that Russian leg sweep, and he caught him with it perfectly.
And Luger hooks the leg. Will that be enough?
Not this time, nope. Ron Bass still has enough left in that tank. Tremendous elbow.
Well, both of these men seem like they have well scouted the opposition, because they are both meeting hold for hold. There's a neck breaker, but look at this. Both of them are down.
I thought Bass was just going to drape an arm over Luger and try his luck, but he pulls himself back up to his feet instead.
Oh, this is a problem, Luger. Pile driver, and he's been busted wide open.
Right now, Ron Bass making a big mistake. Why is Ron Bass not trying for the cover?
I've got to agree with you. This is a mistake, and Bass sees blood, and he's like a shark in the water when he sees blood.
He released the hold. I'm not sure why, because Luger is still in this one.
Fall away slam just sent Lex Luger halfway across the ring, and now Bass once again goes for the cover. He's got the champion down, and Luger manages to kick out.
Absolutely unbelievable. I don't know where Lex Luger's getting this from. Anybody else would be down and staying down.
And this time it is over. Wow, I'll tell you right now, these guys really did a number on each other in this one. And it was the total package. Lex Luger, it looked like he had the advantage over Ron Bass, but then Ron Bass came back. And you've got to believe, that's it right there. That pile driver really did the damage. You've got to believe after a win like that, Ron Bass is probably going to be the one getting that shot at Lex Luger in the Florida Championship at the Battle of the Belts.
Yeah, I would be surprised if that's not the case at this point, because he just got a clean win over the guy.
Fans, we want to thank you once again for joining us here on the Nation Network for Championship Wrestling from Florida. We'll be back next week with more great action from the Sunshine State. Until then, so long, everybody.